right, okay, y'all. Here we go. Let's talk about it. We're going to get into this episode, and I got this epic couple here. So I have Nadine and Frank's here, but he's a super producer. She's a super everything else. Tell everybody what you do really quick, starting with you, Nadine.
First off, I'm a mommy.
She's a super mom.
The hardest job of all. And I'm just an entrepreneur.
And Frank's, what are you on? I know you're working on a lot of music projects and everything.
I can't let them know what I'm working on now, but I can let you know what I've just recently done, like Holy for Justin Bieber.
You did Holy?
Did Holy. Just did 9 on the Positions album with Ariana.
9. What was 9? What's that? Is that a record or 9?
9 different songs.
Oh, okay.
Including Positions, 34, 35, POV, so on and so forth.
No, I knew that. I just wanted the viewers to.
No, I know. I'm sorry. When I said that,
I'm like, he said I did 9. I'm like, they're like, what song is 9? I can't find that song. Today we're talking about relationships, so let's talk about it. I want to talk about how different people's spiritual, political, or social backgrounds can make a difference, because you are, what is your spiritual belief or religious belief?
I'm Muslim.
You're Muslim, right? Do you have a spiritual or belief or religious belief at all?
A religious belief? No. Spiritual? Yes, very much so.
Which is why y'all here, because y'all a couple and y'all been together for years and you have a beautiful baby together. And I just want people to understand that sometimes relationships don't work because people be having different like spiritual and political beliefs when it comes to that, right? Mm-hmm. So I guess the main question is, how do y'all make that work? So when y'all met each other, did you know that he didn't have any? He was just like, his religious card was just blank.
Well, when I first met him, he asked me like what my religion was, and I was like, oh, you won't even know much about it. He's like, no, try me. And I was like, well, I'm Muslim. Like, he's like, oh, okay, no, I know about that. And he's like he did tell me out of like all the religions, he does relate the most to that one.
I did say that.
So I think that was cool, and he actually knew about it.
So you can like just get a number or whatever, or did you mean it?
I literally, throughout my entire life, I've always had like very good Muslim friends in my life.
So you had a connection with a lot of Muslims.
Yeah, and I learned a lot via that. I mean, of course, I also had Christian friends, Catholics, so on and so forth. Right. But I learned the most from my Muslim friends. And
when you met her, you knew she was Muslim? Or you didn't? I
had no idea.
Oh, you didn't? So you just went in blind?
Yeah.
You didn't even ask? You didn't care? Mm-mm. I mean, it's cool if you don't care. I mean, I get it.
I care more about this here.
About the heart. So for you, religion doesn't matter at all?
No, because I feel like when somebody's a kind person, you know what I mean, and you have an actual connection, it transcends and supersedes all of that. Yeah,
but coming from a Muslim background, when your parents like, yo, what you doing? You got to marry another Muslim.
Well, yeah, I mean, at first,
I know how Muslims get down.
At first, it was, a problem. All they saw is like a producer.
You were a problem. You heard that. Let's talk about it. So you were a problem. So he was a problem.
I mean, it was an issue at first. Yeah, it was like all they saw is a producer has like a lot of tattoos. Not Middle Eastern. That was also the thing.
So tattoos were an issue because they don't do that in.
I mean, I come from a conservative like culture. Like everyone's like, has
conservative.
Yeah, did I say that? Did I not say that? What? Okay.
Conservative.
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 Why can't I get that word?
We with you. We with you. So.
Well, you guys get it, but what? What do you say?
When they saw him, so when your parents saw him, what did they say?
Well, first they would see him like my Instagram and my stories and stuff, my Snapchat.
Did you have to sneak him into your life and slowly
bring him in, and then I had to fight with my family a little bit, but I knew what I wanted, so. But when they met him, they just had me one time and it was all good.
You know what it was between me and her mother and father? We had such a good connection that all of our differences...
All your differences didn't align.
Yeah, it was just okay.
They're aligned because they didn't align, but y'all was okay because y'all got along.
Well, it was more, yeah.
How many times before they was like, yo, we comfortable with this guy?
It was immediate.
Yeah.
It was like the first time he walked in and they was just like,
my mom met him first, you know, and then we did like a little like cute date together as 3, and then he met my dad. I was scared to like tell my dad because my dad's never met any guy ever before. So when I had to meet him, like, it meant like the real deal. So he had to like come and meet him, and my dad was playing no jokes. He was like, what do you want for my daughter? So he literally had to tell him here to ask for her hand.
You asked for her hand on like the first time you went over there?
No, that's nowhere near how it happened.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So here we go.
All right.
So boom, I did meet her mom first. I took her and her mom out to eat. Her mom was amazing, and me and her hit it off immediately.
You and her mom?
Yeah.
Hit it off. Okay, got it.
So same thing with her father as well. I took them both out to eat in OC, right? Mm-hmm. And her dad was beginning to ask me questions. So out of respect, I asked Nadine and her mother, I said, do you mind if I just go speak to your dad? Do you mind if I just, me and him go on a walk?
So, wait. So can you tell us a couple of questions that he was asking you?
No, I mean, essentially, that was the question is like,
are you serious about my daughter?
Yeah, like, what do you see? Like, what?
You know she's Muslim. Are you serious about my daughter?
No.
My dad has an accent too, though.
A heavy one. I love him to death, but man.
Talk like your dad. How's his accent go?
I don't even know.
I'll tell
He's
you,
a character.
One time he got mad and so, his English is so broken. Instead of being like, yo, man, fuck you, bro. He was like, fuck your ass.
Whoa.
I was like.
He was mad at you?
No. Yeah, that's who it was. He was mad at her brother.
So then you asked for her hand
no.
right there on the spot?
Nope.
I mean, that's what she said.
I know, but that's not
Clearly,
the truth.
I didn't know what happened outside.
Yeah.
So you didn't ask for her hand?
No, that's not the truth.
Oh, okay.
So what...
As if I'm trying to lie.
No,
So you're lying.
I didn't.
I'm not lying. He went outside. I guess I thought that was what happened, but I guess not.
I can't believe you thought that this whole time.
So this entire time you thought that he asked for your hand, but in reality you didn't.
No, what I did.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about it. We break relationships up, I guess.
Let's talk about it.
Making me sound crazy.
Divorce. Nah, what happened was he posed that question, and I wanted to give him me raw with no extra.
Wait a minute.
You heard what I said earlier. Fuck you to ass.
I wanted to give him me raw. We don't want to do that.
Okay.
Oh my god. Good choice of words there.
Come on, man.
All right.
Okay. All right.
How do I say this? I wanted him.
You wanted him raw.
Oh my god, this is going a whole different direction.
You said that you wanted
Okay.
him raw.
No, I didn't want to. You know what?
No, go ahead. Okay, I'm quiet. Go ahead. I want to hear the story.
Just no beating around the bush about who I was. No BS kind of conversation.
Right.
This is who I am. This is how I was raised. We went on like an hour plus walk and just spoke.
With her dad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
And I just told him my entire background. I gave him who I am by the end of that conversation.
I know a little bit of your background. But you told him all of that other stuff that
I told him everything.
And he was okay with it?
I hid nothing. No, I mean, but more or less, he was kind of empathetic towards it and was like, wow, thank you for sharing and wearing your heart on a sleeve. If you went through all of that stuff and you are here speaking to me like this right now and you look at my daughter this way, I respect it and you have my blessing.
So you were kind of right. He did give his blessing that day.
Yeah.
See, so you wasn't lying.
Because he knew why he was meeting him. Because, like, initially we knew we wanted to get married.
So you got the blessing that day. Which date was this?
This was, I would say, like, no, it was before my birthday. Like, probably February 2017.
So how long were y'all dating before this happenstance went down?
We met March 12th, 2016.
Mm-hmm.
And this happened a year later?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. It's the courting. I mean, you courted for what, a year?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went pretty fast, but we just knew we were.
That's fast.
Well, we knew before even that we wanted to get married to each other.
Oh,
it didn't take a long time for us to know.
It was pretty quick.
It's the one. He's the one.
So how long did it take for you to know, like, I want to marry this guy?
I would say like
from the day you met him.
From the day I met him. That's
lie.
like 5 months.
5 months. How long did it take for you to say, I want to marry this girl? It better be faster than hers.
Realistically, like in my head, I knew there was something special. Day dot. That's why I had her tattoo me literally that day.
Wow.
And I was like,
his story is just better.
He's a better storyteller.
He's killing it right now.
I gotta get my story up.
Wow. So he knew day dot.
Literally, but the more
he did say that.
So the more and more I got to know about her, which happened pretty fast, because she was pretty open. Yeah, it was instant.
So religion doesn't matter in your relationship. Does it ever affect your relationship? You being Muslim and him being are you like spiritual?
Yeah, very.
Him being very just a spiritual being.
Because he's a spiritual being and not like a specific other religion, it didn't affect me. But if he was a specific other religion, then it would
Probably
kind of because I do practice like my religion
a lot.
Yeah.
Do you like go to the mosque with her and things? Or
No, I've never been to the mosque.
do you pray? Do you do like 5
do
rakahs
pray.
in the morning and stuff?
I do pray, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes I miss some, but I'm trying to get better at it. But no, I do pray, and like I have my own like little thing I do and stuff, and I fast. I never missed Ramadan, and I want to teach my daughter.
You've never missed Ramadan.
Only when I was pregnant. I started fasting when I was 7.
Wow. So
Yeah.
since you were 7 years old, have you ever practiced Ramadan?
I've tried.
He has
Did
tried.
you make it? How far did you make it?
Literally, probably like 2 days.
It's tough
Yeah.
because Ramadan is how many days?
30.
30 days, and you've made it 2 days. So you couldn't do a week. You couldn't even give a week.
I could, but I
He
didn't.
keeps trying.
You know?
He keeps trying every year, though.
Yeah, I give it a.
So every year you go up a day, and then by the time you're like 70, or 60,
I'm gonna be able to do Ramadan.
do Ramadan.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna be Ramadan though.
You're Ramadan. Ramagandhi.
Ramagandhi.
Yeah. So then you'll be able to do it. So what about like political beliefs? Do you have political beliefs at all? Are you like a blue state, a red state? Do you believe in like do you vote?
Yeah, but I'm not really like political.
You don't pick a side. You just
No,
pick
not when it comes to that.
whatever's
No.
best for
Yeah.
the community.
Yeah, it's basically.
Do you vote at all?
Nope, I don't believe in none of that shit.
So he doesn't believe in voting. You believe in voting. Does that affect you? Do you like, we gotta get out here and vote so we get better like governors and mayors in the neighborhood, so we can get better like
No,
playgrounds for the baby? No,
no, it doesn't bother me.
doesn't bother-
I'm not really like political like that.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
No,
to figure
that doesn't
out
bother me. You know.
in the relationship how it works. You
Yeah.
know? Because there's a lot of people out there who want to know how these things work. Because you'll have someone who's Christian and then someone who's Catholic, and then they're arguing.
Yeah.
I remember a friend of mine. She was a 7-day Adventist. Do you know what that is?
No.
Neither do I. But she was a 7-day Adventist, and she was dating a Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
And I just didn't understand how the two, they were, it was like a class. They would argue a lot because they went to different, I think it was like the synagogue, and one went to like the church, and they had like these different beliefs. And she said eventually she had to leave him. What about the baby?
That's the cool part because he doesn't mind. Like I teach her Arabic. Like I pray in front of her. I teach her to pray. My family does too. And he's like, he doesn't like tell me, oh no, she
Can't learn this.
Yeah, that's what makes it a lot easier because it definitely was a thing my mom always told me to like talk about, like ask before.
Right.
Like, you don't want your kids to be like you guys don't want to argue later on because you're teaching her something and he doesn't want you to teach her that. But with him, I always knew it was going to be cool. And that's why it worked. If that wasn't the case, it wouldn't have worked.
I think my biggest thing with that, once again, is just making sure that she's a good person.
Right.
You know what I mean? She could, as long as she's also not a Satanist. You know what I'm saying?
Because you could be a good, she's a good person, but she believes in the devil.
She believes in Satan, my man.
My man, you can't do that. I've met a Satanist in college.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's
You
very
have?
dark.
How's he?
He had a girlfriend too.
Yeah, she was dark.
I don't know if she was dark.
She was light.
She was light.
Light skin?
No,
Oh.
she had a bright light. She was very like adventurous. She was happy. She was like sparkling. He was just like one of those guys who just kept his head down, and you just
Very emo.
yeah, he was like emo. You thought he would like one day he would just like take out the whole school
Oh, no.
type guy.
What
Yeah.
movie was that? You know what I'm talking about? There was a
When
movie.
he took out the whole school.
No, a dude started like
Higher Learning.
higher learning.
Yeah, so he was like the guy on Higher Learning.
Oh, that's not okay.
But she was like, she was like Omar Epps' girlfriend, Tyra Banks. She was like that, but dating the white boy type thing.
You were roomies with this?
No, it wasn't my roommate.
Like, God, bro.
Whoa, he just, that's
I'm
hilarious.
glad to see you here.
He was in my dorm though. But beyond that, it just goes to show that when two people care about each other, they just try to get over all the adversity.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
it was crazy that they were together. So now watching, so the baby's learning like Rain's learning like how many languages?
Right now, 2. And then my friends teach her Spanish. But yeah, for sure 2. She speaks 2 right now.
How does Rain now?
2.5.
2.5.
I mean, I know. I'm just saying
Yeah.
for the people.
Yeah, she's 2.5.
2.5.
So she's 2.5 and she knows 3 languages.
2 right now, and then try and teach her Spanish too.
So if you take her Spanish, then like most people who speak Spanish are like Catholic, right?
That's fine.
That's okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe teach her about all religions. I usually say when people get older, they should learn about all religions and choose what they want to, So, or if they don't want to pursue any at all, let them decide.
But that's
I
kinda
agree with
what,
that
our
a lot.
religion kind of we do acknowledge a lot of like everyone's religion. We don't like Muslim don't say, oh, the others don't exist. We do acknowledge everybody's religion, which is why I do love my religion.
But there's a lot of religions that don't. They'll come up on you and be like, yo, if you don't get this Bible up off me, cuz
Right.
you gonna take these hands.
So, Pete, I've always looked at religion, well, certain sectors. There's extremists in every religion.
Oh, yeah, in every religion.
And they, I feel like, give that religion a bad rap. You know what I mean? Just like there's extremists in Muslim religion, there's extremists in Christianity, Catholic, so on and so forth. I don't never heard of a extremist Buddhist, but
No, Jason's Buddhist.
word.
Wait, what? Oh, cool.
Kinda. I mean, I don't really identify with either. My mom grew up Buddhist.
Yeah.
My dad was Catholic, but I'm more spiritual than I am religious.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, go ahead, Buddhist. go on, Booty.
Booty.
Yes.
Go on. That's crazy. Obviously, politics is not an issue. Obviously, religion is not an issue. So, are there any issues that come into play that separate the norm of y'all relationship?
No matter what. Yeah.
I think culture, because Middle Eastern culture, we have certain ways we do things, we go about things, and I feel like he's
And sometimes
learning.
You eat too, as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Do you eat a lot of Middle Eastern food?
Sometimes I got to be in the mood. It's not my first go-to though.
So, what's your first go-to?
My first go-to, man, I love some good barbecue.
So, American.
Yeah, essentially. But I'm a big fan of
Different foods.
all different kinds of foods.
So, what's your first go-to? Of course, Middle Eastern food because you grew up on.
I actually like sushi,
Oh.
and then I like Middle Eastern because my mom and my grandma live in our back house, so they do make a lot of Middle Eastern food.
Yeah.
So, but I do eat it often, and he doesn't always eat it, but that doesn't bother me. It's more like I would say like just the way we do things and like.
Like
I don't know.
give
Do
me-
you
give
have
me
an
of
example?
something that you'll do in your culture that they look at and they're like, oh man, like I don't know about this.
Like I feel like we are very like we do the way we treat our parents is very like they're our parents they're above us, we respect them, like the way we move about, like I don't know.
And then he's like, come on, yo, get your moms out of here, man.
No,
Come on,
he's
son."
not like that. It's more like how to explain it.
I think that I know what you're trying to say. I think it's coming out sounding kind of wrong though.
Just like
Because
get me.
if you know my background, then you get it. Like you know my background.
Right, I do.
So you get it. And I still don't disrespect my parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just don't have the relationship, the same relationship somebody would growing up in a 2-parent home.
Right.
And that's okay, I think.
So, but you said your parents live in the back house. Is that an issue for you?
No, I'm the one that
It was
said they
his
should
idea.
move in there.
And is that an issue for you?
No, I love it. I honestly love having my family there.
So you come from a place where like you want family to stay together.
Yeah, we're like very tight knit.
Because
Like
a lot of Americans, once they get to a certain age, they turn 18 years old. It's like, okay, out of the house, move on, boom, boom, boom. And
Yeah.
then you have a lot of other cultures where it's like, yo, I want to keep my parents with me. Like Filipino culture, a lot of Asian cultures are like that.
Yeah.
A lot of Spanish cultures are like that. But if you look at like just the Western culture, a lot of people, they just don't live with their family. They put them in a group home.
I mean, I went from my mom's house to like us living together. I never lived alone. Like it was never a thing where like
So you never had like a roommate or anything?
Never.
Never. You always was with like family and stuff.
Yeah, always my parents, and like it was never a thing like, oh, I'm gonna live like alone. Like they wouldn't even like want me to do that.
That's dope. And you've lived alone, of course,
Yes, I have.
for a lot of years.
Man, for a long time.
A lot of years. So this is the change for you then, though.
Yeah, but I love it. There's one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I've experienced a part of it, when I was super young. And so, having her parents there is me like getting to kind of fulfill that void of not
Having
getting
that
the whole
in your
time.
life when you was there.
Yeah, and I see how much love that they have for one another, so it just feels good to see it's revitalizing. You know what I mean? yeah, just it's really cool. It's
But then
dope.
y'all have like 3 generations in one house though now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have the baby, then you have y'all, then you have your parents.
Yeah.
And then y'all have tons of events. I noticed.
Yeah.
I was supposed to come to your party, but I didn't come to the party. But
Come this Sunday.
I did text you. I gotta go to shoot a movie in Chicago.
Shout me on the movie.
Okay. but so the next question would be, when Rain grows up, suppose she says, what is she going to be?
What do you mean?
I guess, like, what do you decide with your child? Because I notice a lot of parents, they decide what their children are going to be. Like, your parents decided you were going to be a Muslim. You didn't really decide. You grew up in a Muslim household. You became Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Who decides what Rain is going to be as a child? Because a lot of people watching are going to be like, so how do I tell my baby what the hell my baby's supposed to be?
Well, because I do practice my religion, I'm going to teach her my religion. I'm going to teach her to fast, teach her how to pray. I do already show her that I pray, and like she does it with me, kind of.
So does that
I'm
make her a
guessing, yeah, that's
Okay.
how I mean, I'm not going to be like, you have to do this. But if she like my parents never put it on me. I just started doing it by myself.
Because you decided that's something that you
Yeah, they
wanted
never
to do.
told me you have to pray right. Like, there was never a thing like that.
In American culture, like, you get dragged to church, right?
Yeah, no, they never dragged me. No, even like praying, they never told me you have to pray. Like, I just became a thing where if I don't pray, I don't feel good, and that was just a thing till this day. I probably pray more than like my mom does, but like it's just a thing that
Do you pray every day?
I used to pray every day. Sometimes I slack, but like Ramadan, I was praying every day. So now I try to remember, okay, you got to pray more, because it just makes me feel good inside.
Spiritually.
Yeah, so that's just really how I'm a teacher. Like, if she feels like by herself, then that's how it's gonna go.
So the advice you would give to young mothers out there is just teach the baby the religion. Let them decide if it's something that they want to do, but don't force them.
No, I feel when you force anything, they don't want to do it then.
That's true, because I didn't want to go to church. I used to have to wear like a little suit with a little fucking bow tie. And then, my grandmother would make me go to like Christian church. And then my mom was a Muslim. So she would make me go to the mosque all the time. And then I
Okay.
would just have to go to the mosque. And then when I turned 16, my girlfriend was a Catholic. So then I'm getting pulled in different directions. So I had a Catholic girlfriend, a grandmother who was Christian, and then a mother who was Muslim. So I'm going to the mosque, the church, and the synagogue all at the same time. I'm like, I got to figure this shit out. And then I just wound up being spiritual. Because I was
Okay.
like, well, you know what I learned?
What?
And I thought it was really interesting, that no matter which religion I was in, or even traveling around the world, I realized that everyone believes this as hard as the same. You know what I'm saying? Not in the same God per se, but they believe just as hard.
Yeah.
So you could take a Christian woman who's so into her religion, she believes in her God just as much as someone in Islam. They will believe just as hard. So
Yeah.
I'm like, why are these people even arguing? You're not going to convince this person to do something if they believe just as hard as this person over here. Because
Yeah.
I've seen a woman who said, "Oh my God, I'm saved." Then you have a Muslim who's like, "I got to pray every day." So it's like. And then I think the worst people in it all is the ones that are just telling like billions of people that they're going to hell. Like,
Yeah.
you're telling a whole continent.
That part, man.
Like, how you tell a whole continent like y'all going to hell because y'all don't believe what I believe.
That kills me. Like,
Yeah.
that's been one thing that always kills me, even with like, I know plenty gay men, women, and I'm like, all right, these people are so amazing and loving
They're
and,
not going to hell.
and great friends. There's no way there's
way.
going to be a God that says you're going to hell.
Yeah, it's just not gonna
You're an
happen.
amazing person,
It's
but
not going to happen.
you like another man, you're going down.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen.
It's not right.
It's just, I don't know, the way people think. So
God made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Adam and Steve.
How you know that? Were you there?
Not Adam and Steve. So
Might have been 4 niggas there.
I think those points right there is just what made me steer more away from religion and become more spiritual, because I just seen the fighting. And I just remember growing up, Iran and Iraq would fight for years, like 40 years of just blowing up each other's buildings because they couldn't come to an agreement when it came to what they believed. Which sucks, because it's like you're killing this generation of children and then the next generation of children.
Yeah.
And it's like, then you have this country, you know what I'm saying, just going, just robbing everybody, you know, just everybody getting robbed. And then, and then they made certain things just bad. I remember I had a girlfriend at the time, her name was Isis. And then at the time she didn't want to say her name
That's
because
crazy.
America made the word ISIS bad. And I was
That's
like,
sad.
that's fucked up. Because
Yeah.
remember when the ISIS, like, oh, if you're
Yeah.
from ISIS, then this, that, and the other. I don't know. It was like, I guess like 10 years ago or whatever, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
It was like ISIS this. And then she was just like, damn, I can't even enjoy my name anymore because
That's crazy.
this country, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of steered away from religion because of those things. And I just want to believe. I just believe, you know, I just
Yeah.
believe in a higher being and things like that. And I agree with y'all. I think y'all have the perfect, you know, embodiment of a relationship because the way that y'all are still together, even with your differences, I wanted people to see that so they could be like, damn, they figured it out. Because I see so many people who be like, well, and I look at a TikTok and she be like, well, if I don't pray, then I can't be with him. If he don't believe in this, then I can't be with him. Or she don't do this, I can't. And I'm like, God damn. So that's your cutoff. You don't care if the person is a good person or not. You just cut them off because they, you know, because most people, they believe what their grandmother and mother taught them. You don't even know if it's true.
Almost all people. That's how racism is still around.
That's it. Yeah, religion is basically almost the same way. It's
Deep seated.
It's just deep seated into you because you really don't know where it came from.
No.
Plus, most of the books were rewritten or written by a white man anyway.
Yes, King.
Especially in
So we got
America.
King James, all that.
Yeah, you got the King James version. Like if you go to any Baptist church in the South, I grew up in the South in Maryland, so I did the whole Virginia, DC, Maryland thing.
Yeah.
And if you go to the South and you go to many of the churches in the South, they have the King James version of the Bible, which
Yeah.
doesn't even make sense.
Nah, that's
What my question is, and I know they're gonna kill me in the comments, but fuck y'all. Here's my thing: how can you, as a black person in America, even believe in Christianity? And I'm not knocking Christianity, but I'm just saying, how can you believe that if you know it was given to you by the slave masters? Because if your ancestors were brought here and you had no religion or names, because everyone has a last name of a slave master: Jackson,
Fact. Smith.
Phillips, Morrison. You know, oh sorry, that's your last name.
Is that
All those are just plantations, right?
Yeah, facts.
So if you didn't know how to read right, and you didn't have religion, and you didn't know where you're from, where did the religion come from?
They gave it to you.
They gave it to you.
Just like your name.
So you're forcing people to believe in something that was given to you by your oppressor.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to understand why. You know, if something has a beginning date, can you believe in that? You know,
Because that's the biggest problem, though. I think a lot of people aren't willing to do their due diligence and do what it takes to research and see what's what for themselves.
Right.
So it's a lot easier to just be like, I'm just going to accept that.
I'm just gonna take what it is.
Whatever that is, I'll take it.
That's fine.
Because it's easy.
They said, you know, they said the gospel started out in the fields. They don't even know the history of where the gospel came from. So I don't know. It's just beyond that. You know, it just becomes deeper and deeper. Then you start digging into it, and it's like, yo, this thing gets really racist. You know, so that's why I don't hold still to that stuff. But then you have people who won't even date you if you don't believe it.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. I don't see no jury, and I ain't judging nobody, but I can't do it. I can't.
But I will say, and just so the fans can come back to me, this is what I will say. I do think that religion is necessary in many cases, not all cases, but in many cases, because it helps people keep their sanity. And if you don't have people believing in a higher being, then people would just be going crazy. Imagine if nobody believed in anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would just go around and just be busting their head. Well, I don't care. Boom. But because you know that somebody or some being or some force holds you accountable.
Yeah, and there will come a day of judgment.
There
Yeah.
will become a day of judgment. So if you know the day of judgment is coming, you have to believe in something. And as long as that force is there, then you're like, oh shit, I'm not going to rob this bank. I'm
Yeah.
not going to kill this. I'm not going to rape this person. I'm going to go do good. And then doing good keeps the world going.
Unless you're a dorm guy.
Unless you're the guy in the dorm.
Saying, unless
If
you're
you
dorm
got
guy.
in the dorm, then you got problems.
Yeah.
And we don't want that.
He's like, I got to do right by Satan. There's, I got to do that.
So when y'all
So stupid.
look, there's absolutely no differences of culture. There's no differences with political beliefs. There's no differences in religion. So y'all just straight.
Yeah, I mean, we're nowhere near perfect. We definitely argue about shit all the time.
It's just not these things.
Those
That's
things.
not
Yeah.
like, yeah.
It's like everyday life things. You know what I mean?
Like just give me an example.
Fucking, let's see. Bro, why you got an attitude today? You know, type stuff. Like,
He's moody.
did something happen?
So you have attitude most of the time, or she have attitude most of the time?
He does.
I think she does.
No, he wakes up with an attitude.
Why do you wake up with an attitude?
But not,
What's your sign?
that's not facts. I'm a
We're
Taurus.
the same sign.
Yeah.
What's both of y'all signs?
Tauruses.
Oh, there it is. Y'all be like bulls bumping heads.
Yeah, nonstop. And no matter what, she's gonna say that that's what it is, and I'm gonna say that that's what it is.
Let me just play therapist for 5 minutes. Why do you feel like he wakes up with an attitude?
No, he really does. You could ask
I mean, but why?
anybody.
I'm just asking why.
He's just, I guess, not a morning person. Like, he just wakes up with an attitude.
So you hate mornings and shit? Like, what the hell is wrong with the morning? The sun comes up, bro.
He just wakes up like pissed.
Man, I work every day.
Right. Every night.
No, every day and night.
Okay.
He works
day and
so-
night.
all day.
And most of the time I get home, I can't get to bed until about 4 a.m. I be dead ass tired. And then no matter what, the mornings are usually a time that I get with my daughter. So I like to kind of wake up and have that moment, and I don't want to interrupt it. So I just want to have like.
So you're interrupting that moment.
And I'll be tired. I'll be tired as hell. So it's like I don't want to hear.
What time do you get up?
I mean, latest.
9-ish?
Yeah, latest like 9 something.
So you get like 5 hours of sleep.
Hopefully, yeah.
4 to 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah, so most of the time I'm really tired, and I fucking love sleep. You know what I'm saying?
So you're playing dad, producer, house giver. You're doing wearing a lot of hats with 5 hours of sleep.
And I just, if I could get more sleep, I think I'd be a little more of a morning person. But that's not to say that I wake up cranky every day. I don't think that's the case. Sometimes I'm just like overly worked, and sometimes it's just not
He's
understood
gotten a lot better. I could say that. It's like since when I first met him, he's definitely been a lot better as a morning person.
way better, because people used to know, like, give me an hour, don't even talk to me. Yeah.
So what I find helpful is having, like, how they have the proverbial man cave, like your own area that's just no one allowed. Like, that's what I do in this house. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just try to go to a different room or just my space. And it's like, this is my time, this is my space. You have like a space, right?
The gym.
The garage.
I gave her the garage.
Yeah, that is my space.
So you have your own garage. You have the whole garage. Garage is a big area.
It's a big ass
like
place.
my little sanctuary. It's my gym.
So you have to have your own sanctuary. Do you have a sanctuary?
No, I don't.
You got to get a sanctuary.
I don't, because she has the garage, and then you have an office room that just.
Do you use the office room?
No.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's our shoe room now. We need more space.
So you sacrifice your sanctuary for shoes.
We have a lot of shoes. We need more space.
But y'all have a lot of space.
We have a nice amount of space.
We just have a lot of things, like shoes and
You have
stuff.
a lot of shit.
That's just. We just need to get boxes, like those little plastic.
Why don't you store the shoes somewhere else and then and double the room up as a sanctuary space?
Yeah.
I told him he could have it. I did say you could turn this.
You did say that?
I did tell
When
you
did
that.
you say that?
When your gaming room got taken, I told you could have
Oh
that.
shit! You don't have the gaming room. Mm-hmm. You need the gaming room.
My brother moved in, and
He's like one of the best gamers in the world when it comes
He
to
is.
what was it? Modern. What was it? What were you?
it was back Infinite
Duty.
Warfare.
But you would.
That was like 6 years
It
ago.
doesn't matter. I'll never forget that fact that you were like one of the top players in the world. That's hard to do.
He still
was up
plays
there.
randomly and kills it.
but he
It's
can't
really
'cause he doesn't have a
crazy.
game room. You have to get a game room.
I need something.
If you get your sanctuary, you'll wake up happy.
Because right now my sanctuary is where I work. It's the studio, but
You're working.
that's harder. I'm working. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get a sanctuary. She has hers. She has the gym. Why don't you turn the shoe room into a sanctuary?
I told him you could do that.
Double it up. Put the shoes on one wall and then just. Oh, is it that many shoes?
It's a lot of shoes.
Like,
Because we need a bigger closet in general. That's the problem.
I have an actual shoe
He has a
fetish.
shoe addiction.
Yeah.
oh, so they're your shoes.
Yeah, they're mine.
Mostly
killing
his.
herself.
Yeah, but I didn't. She never said that. She's saying that for the show. She never said that.
Oh, she never said you could have the shoe room?
Nope.
You never gave him the shoe room?
Nah.
Wait, what?
So she's telling you right now that we have proof right now that she's giving you the shoe room.
Yep, and
Are you giving him the shoe room?
He could have it, but I got my stuff, my products coming too. So it's gonna be a lot.
But you got a garage.
You said they can have the shoe room.
And you got a whole garage.
That's
have a
my
garage.
gym.
What is the garage the entire gym?
Yeah, like
No.
it's my
So why can't y'all take a corner in the garage and put the shoes in there?
because I gotta film my my workouts.
I don't want a spider to accidentally be in my shoes.
So
yeah.
so you have no space basically.
In the meantime,
I don't know.
we need to figure it out.
Yeah.
He needs a sanctuary.
Space is important. I'm telling you, it's very
He
important.
needs a man cave.
He needs a man cave. If he gets a man cave, he'll wake up happy. I'm telling you, you want to change it, give him a man cave. It helps so many people.
We'll figure it out.
I know. I'm telling you, that's the solution. If he gets some space, you give him and buy him a fucking gaming chair for his birthday. You know, one of those big round console chairs.
Now we're talking.
I'm serious. And then you know the ones that have the little arm thing.
Yeah.
Put them in one of those. You'll never have to argue.
You'll never fucking see me
I'm a
again.
man. I know guys need their space.
I mean, I know how he wants his man cave, so like eventually I'm gonna build him his actual man cave, but
Well, yeah,
I will
of
give him his
of course.
man cave for now, his
Yeah.
regular one.
Or what you can do is what one of my homeboys did was his girl did for him for his birthday. She built him a bunch of fucking shelving units, and then they put all of their storage stuff up there, and then dropping from 8 feet down, they had a whole room.
That's smart. You gotta try that.
It's you know that way you can save space.
Yeah, I gotta. We have a lot of shit. We gotta figure it out.
Got a lot of shit. You got.
We do.
You got to figure it out, but that will save a lot. So that's all y'all arguing about, pretty much, is just need space.
That, and then what else do we argue about? Time. We don't spend a lot of time together because he works a lot.
So what I found that works for people is they just pick a day, one day that you just can't fuck with.
We're trying to work on that.
Yeah, I think we're.
We need a family day. We need like a couple date because we need like 2 days.
Or just make that one day. You know, you do the family in the morning and your time. in the evening.
That works.
Thank you, because that's what I'm trying to figure out within myself. Because, like I said, I bust my ass like
Right.
day in and day out, but I have to though, because I have.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Got responsibility.
I got responsibility, so.
But you need a day because you're gonna wake up, you know, years later. Remember, you just said that was 6 years ago when I was talking about that event, right?
But
it's 6 years later.
Yeah.
Time passes, bro.
Yeah, but I got a lot done within that 6 years.
You did get a lot done, but still, like what about your happiness, right? You just said the happiness and spiritual shit, right? Mm-hmm. So why not pick a day where y'all just do just y'all?
No, I'm down. I'm just saying it's
no man cave, no gym shit. You know, maybe the gym shit. You got to pick a day. I mean, it don't have to
talk about it later.
Let's talk about it. It doesn't have to be today. Oh, it doesn't have to be right now. But I'm just saying, if you guys pick a day, it'll make things way better. Like I pick a time where no one can bother me from 12 to 2 p.m. for the last 5 years. Literally, no one can bother me, and it's been like that for 5 years. Because from 12 to 2, I work out.
Okay, that's
and then
cool.
some companies, even I remember one time Nintendo came to me. They said, we want to make the call at 12:30. I said, well, you take the deal somewhere else. They was like, okay, we'll work around your schedule. Can we do 2:30? I'm not going to falter. From 12 to 2 o'clock every single day, with exception Thursdays because of COVID. We got to go to the track on Thursday. But on those times, I don't take calls. Don't fuck with me. I don't care who you are, what's going on, emergencies. I don't care. Turn my phone off. If you're dying between those 2 hours, then you should have died at 3
Not
o'clock.
dying.
It helps me keep my sanity just for me. I got my sanity because I know in that time I get to get sunlight because I'm in the house editing all day or making music all day or doing whatever it is. This last 2 weeks has been the only time that I really just had time off because after I did the Blues series, it did so well that I was able to take 3 weeks off.
Right.
It's the first time I've been able to take time off in probably a decade. It's almost like a job, right? If you know you got to work from 9 to 5, you can't tell them you're not coming in. You have to do it, right? You have to get a babysitter.
Speaking of, actually, you said babysitter. We used to fight about that because I didn't feel like I had like me time because I was always like running around like, you know, with our baby and stuff. So we used to fight about that. So now we hired a babysitter that comes, 5 days a week. So I could work on my stuff. He could work on his stuff. And it became less of like a problem because that was like a big problem we were having.
Huge problem.
Yeah.
What are the 3 things that you have to do that's like super important to you? Like I have to do this today or I'm going to fucking be mad.
I have to work out. Like
you have to work out.
Yes, without interruptions because my baby loves to interrupt my workouts. But it's, it's fun sometimes, but I do need to work out. It's like how I let out my energy. And then I do need to work on my stuff that I'm working on. That's very important to me.
This is every day, right?
Yes.
And what's number 3? What's the 3rd thing that you just have to do for you? I'm not talking about for Rain. Not talking about for Frank. Just you.
I don't really know what my 3rd thing is, but those two is for
things
sure.
are very important. Okay, and what are the 3 things that you have to do every day?
To have mornings with my daughter.
Right.
Have a moment, time when I do get home from work, To
decompress.
Yeah, but with her and Rain,
Right.
No matter what it is, it could just be talking, playing with her. It could be, how was your day? Whatever it is, just having that moment.
Right.
Well, there's no phone involved because this girl's addicted to Instagram.
No, I'm not.
She's addicted to Instagram. But That's important to me. Just
And do you have a third?
just making the time that I have quality with my family.
Okay, so let's talk about it. So you're addicted to the gram.
I'm not addicted. No.
But you're always on your phone apparently a lot because he's
Yeah, but I
sees it.
get inspo for things. Like, I'm not just on Instagram. He thinks I'm on Instagram, but I'm not.
So what are you doing in your phone?
I
mean,
get
I'm just
inspo
asking.
for
I don't know, I'm not
stuff.
there.
I check emails.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk.
I
About
get a lot of inspo from Instagram for like what I'm working on.
Oh, okay. How many hours are on your phone a day?
Not a lot, because when I'm with
Do you have your
Rain,
phone on you right now?
I do, and
Let's look at
he
the
always
activity.
thinks
Let's
it's
talk
more
about
than
it.
it
Let's
is.
just look at the
Okay.
activity. I mean, I don't
Let's
know.
look at it.
He could be wrong. You know, but if we look at the activity, we'll know, right?
Screen time, right?
Yeah, let's look at the screen time.
Okay. Daily average 5 hours. It's 25% down from last week.
So you averaging 5 hours a day? That's a job.
And that's 25% down.
No, but
from
you have to
last
know
week.
I also email.
25%
I
of
do a lot
5
of
is
phone
an hour.
calls. I'm not like on Instagram all day.
But
Look,
you-
Instagram time. I'm gonna look at Instagram.
So you're averaging 6 hours a day. How much
One
time-
hour and 30 minutes on Instagram.
How much time do you average on your phone though?
It's going to say like 18.
Hours a day?
Yeah, it's going to say something crazy because I play YouTube when I get home
Oh, yeah,
to
he
go to
does at
sleep.
night.
Okay, that doesn't count.
Literally, I turn
Look,
it on and go to
Instagram
sleep.
1 hour and 30 minutes a day. That's not bad.
What's taking up all those other 5 hours?
Maps. I drive a lot.
Okay, that doesn't count.
Messages.
That doesn't
and
really
just,
count. I mean,
like-
you have to answer messages and stuff.
I'm on
So
Pinterest
you're
a
like
lot.
Are you on group chats or something? Like,
No, I don't do group chats.
So what? Who are you texting for?
I do a lot of phone calls
Oh,
because I drive a lot. I don't want to text.
But on social media, you're literally putting an hour and a half.
Yeah, sometimes
It's not
Pinterest.
bad.
It's not bad. I really
See, you
It's not bad.
You made her the enemy. And that's
I
not
did.
bad. Let's
because
talk
when
about
I'm with Rain, I'm not on my phone
That's
all
not
the
bad.
time. So like
Yeah.
at night when I'm laying down, I'm like, okay, let me like.
Yeah, hour and a half is not bad.
Yeah.
It's
Gotta
what I've
post
seen
content
people
too,
who
you know?
put- Yeah. You gotta post. You gotta edit and that's not bad for social media.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
so she's not really in her phone on social media,
Hey.
so we
Yeah.
just proved that. So now y'all. So
talk
I
about
guess
it.
the only fix that y'all got to do is just find that quality time for each other, and y'all be good.
That's literally our
and then he has to
thing.
get his man cave.
Yeah.
Need a man cave.
He needs a man cave.
Need a man
No.
cave.
That and then
I'm out here struggling.
Struggle. You hear him talking about?
I gotta figure out where to move everything else.
Yeah, but don't you have a garage? Oh, you turned that into your
My
man.
gym.
Your woman.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah, I'm launching a brand. That's why I have a lot of stuff right now.
So this relationship is just you?
No.
Okay, so do you
But I
have
have
to have,
listen. I
Let's
have a lot
talk
of
about
stuff.
it.
I have a lot of stuff.
he has
I'm
to have his
launching my
space
brand.
too, is what I'm saying. You know, he has to have his space as well, right? So
Yeah.
y'all don't have any other rooms in the house?
No.
The other room, all right, so Rain has her own bedroom.
Rain has a
Then
room.
we have
She
our
has- Rain
bedroom.
has her space.
Rain got her space.
And she's 2.5.
She has a lot of toys. I'm glad she has her space.
She's 2.5 though. She has more space than daddy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You just pointed out something crazy. So even with that being said, but yeah, so Rain got a room, then we have our bedroom, then we have the office room.
Why don't you just sacrifice your shoes, some of the shoes,
Oh
for
no, we can't do that.
the greater cause? But what about your sanity? So you're gonna just be crazy with shoes? Look like a crazy shoe man.
He could put a desk in there and have his little gaming
There's
room.
already a desk there. It's just yours and you don't even use it. So
You can move it.
So why don't you get rid of the desk? So you giving him permission to throw the
I
desk
told
out?
him he can move my desk. It's fine.
I'm saying, why would I get a desk if there's one in there?
Oh,
Can I just
okay.
use it? But
Yeah,
then
you
you
can
don't.
use
That's
it.
my cave.
You
So
can
why
use
don't you
it.
just turn that into
My
his
desk.
room, and then you just like you make that your room, and you just put like in session right now on the door.
You know what I
like,
mean?
say you
We
have
could
to
do
knock
that.
to come in.
Put like one of those hotel things.
Yeah, you can put like a hotel thing on the door thing, so you could feel like you got your own space, and they have to knock.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get even in this house. I don't get privacy. She just walks in every room or whatever. It's cool.
The lies they
You
tell.
know. Even I'll be on the toilet. She'll just walk in like, yo.
Where
what's
the
up?
lie is that? I had to start locking the door.
Gotta
She just
lock
be
the
like,
door.
"Psh."
I'm like, you
Hey,
gotta-
you
I do the
He
same
does the
shit.
same
I do the
thing.
same shit.
Oh,
I don't get even shower in peace. Him or Rain walk in.
They just walk in. You don't.
I be doing that shit on purpose though.
No knock.
He's showering. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you gotta walk in on the shower. That's different.
you know, having a kid and getting those moments.
You gotta get those moments.
She.
We done figured it all out.
Yeah.
You get to man cave. You know what I'm saying? You
You gotta
just,
pick a day in the week.
You pick a day in a week. Y'all set some hours and y'all good. Y'all already get along culturally, religiously, spiritually. Look at this shit.
Yeah.
You get set up this day with my manager.
You know, set up a day.
I'm not set up a day with the manager.
And look, you're not going to the mosque.
gotta
He's
book
not
him
going
in a
to the
session.
church. Why don't y'all just make Sunday all day?
So Sunday we have this thing now that we're starting. We barbecue every
Every
Sunday. We just
Sunday.
started it, and like our friends
Yeah,
come
that's-
Come to
in.
the barbecue?
Hell yeah!
You're gonna be in Chicago.
He just asked you to come.
Yeah, I did.
Well, when I get back from Chicago, I want to come to the barbecue.
No matter what.
We just started that actually,
Yeah.
so I guess that's kind of like our day, but with people.
Yeah, and I just wanted to start a new tradition. We wanted to start a tradition for people because a lot of our friends and stuff from the circle aren't even from here.
Right. So then we don't have like a union day or no day that we could come together and do something. So I think it'd be dope if you have a barbecue.
Barbecue.
Come out every Sunday.
Eat, hang out, play games, swim.
traditional
You know what I mean? No, but I agree with you, and that's why I'm trying. I've been trying. I'm trying, literally.
Yeah.
Getting better at it.
Yeah, I'm going all the way outside of myself and trying to
I love it.
do different shit.
It's also cool to have my family there because the times I don't get to be with him, they're there, like, with me and Rain and stuff. So it's like our house is always full. And that's what's cool about having him there too. So, that helps.
I love it, man. Relationships are hard. We're going to get a man cave. We're going to set a day.
You know what I'm saying?
Barbecue.
Yeah.
I'm going to make hours. You should set hours for your gym time. You shouldn't just do it randomly.
I do gym really early in the day.
I'm talking literally set hours. I'm telling you, man, you make a schedule for certain things and you have to do it, no one can complain because you be like, yo, you know my schedule. Because if you don't have a schedule, then someone can say something. They be
But
like, nah,
sometimes we do like random group workouts, just you never know.
Yeah, but just make it on schedule. Even with my workouts, when I do groups, I'm like, it's still 12 to 2. Y'all just got to come
Yours
through
is
them.
12 to
It's
2.
12 to 2. Even when I tell you, when you came through, it was 12 to 2. It never changed.
Come up later than that, that's on you.
on
I
you.
like to work out early though before usually I do like a early when him and Rain are sleeping. I'll go work out early, come back.
Yeah, so you can do that. And even
That's
if
my
groups,
thing.
If groups want to show up, maybe I'll show up. Maybe Jay Show come up. Sometimes Jay, Nina, whoever comes up and shows it, Leanne, it's still your hours. You're setting those hours. So
I
whoever
see.
shows up, they show up. Whoever don't show up, they don't show up. Those are still your hours.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to do that. I'm like a yes man. I say yes to everything.
Yeah, but when you set hours, like I said, people can't get mad because they know your schedule. You know what? We figured it out. We talked about it. I thank y'all for coming out. We're gonna
Thank
get
you.
an update on y'all, and we're gonna see what's going on. We're gonna see if Frank gets his podcast chair. We're gonna see if maybe they schedule an hour. We're gonna see if they pick a day. And thank y'all for coming through because I
Thank
really
you.
wanted the people to hear the diversity in y'all relationship so they can understand that it can work.
Yes,
know?
it can.
And you keep killing it with the production. You good luck with your brand.
Thank you.
You want to talk about it? Let's
Yeah, we could talk about it.
What's the brand? Let's tell the people.
It's called Simple Seams,
Uh-huh.
and it's like a fitness brand, athleisure wear and like loungewear. But my whole thing is fitness because I'm a big fitness person.
So you coming out with a whole line for just ladies, or is it for?
It's just ladies.
unisex?
It's just ladies. But my whole thing is fabric and comfort. You gotta feel confident, but be like comfortable at the same time and sexy.
So it's gonna be sexy year for ladies.
Yeah, it's like athleisure wear, workout, but also like very comfortable. That's my whole thing.
So you can wear it beyond the gym.
Yeah, matching sets, all that stuff. It's gonna fit great.
So what about the fellas? You don't fuck with us?
That's later. But for
Okay,
now, I'm starting this is just a female brand.
Okay.
Because I'm already helping her come up with ideas for the guys too.
It's gonna be a whole
Because
separate brand. though.
that's gonna be unisex.
Well, I'm looking forward to see it.
Thank
Fans,
you.
make sure that y'all check out Simple Scenes.
Thank you.
Y'all already know where to find all Frank stuff because he's been, you listen to half his music. Just turn on the radio and you'll hear his stuff, And thank y'all for coming out.
Thank
I'm gonna be
you.
at your barbecue. And
Come on.
shooting the film.
Gotta do
Come to the
that.
barbecue.
And then, and can y'all come back for an update so we can find out what's going on with the?
Yes.
You're done and done.
He's gonna
It'll be
get
like a
man
scared
cave.
straight
Will
update.
you have a man cave?
Hopefully.
Now I'm determined to build this man cave.
Yeah, hopefully.
I took it easy on y'all because y'all
Yeah.
see how it went yesterday. It was kind of
No, it's okay. Go crazy.
We were roasted.
Yeah.
No, I gotta wait. I gotta feel it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want the people to be like, all right, damn, you just gonna roast them. They trying.
Yeah.
Y'all got the baby and everything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank y'all for coming.
Thank you.
We talked about it, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Thank you.